Hi, it's Dwyer from Gamblers Advisory. We try to give gamblers an edge on the sports books and the casinos. Let's jump into it. May 2nd, 2009, 5 months from now, there's a big fight. It's the IBO Light Welterweight title fight between champion Ricky, the Hitman Hatton, and his opponent, Manny Pacquiao. Now, in this fight, the current odds as we're making this video are Manny Pacquiao minus 211, Ricky Hatton plus 191. In other words, what the books are telling you is that Manny Pacquiao has a greater than 66% chance to win this fight. If they fought 3 times, Manny Pacquiao would win slightly more than 2 out of 3. That's according to the books. Now, while I do believe that Manny Pacquiao has the advantage in this fight, and we've made an earlier video on that, I don't like the odds. I don't think you can get an edge on the casino by betting these odds. Both of these fighters are highly skilled. Both of them have different strengths. Either one is going to dominate or the other. And I don't believe either of these fighters wins 2 out of 3 over the opponent. The prop that I'm recommending subscribers think about taking instead is the prop that says that this fight will not go the distance. With these paltry skewed odds, what you need to do to get the edge on the casino is to have your money on both sides of the table. And I feel that you're going to get pretty good odds on a prop that says that this fight does not go the distance because several of Manny Pacquiao's recent fights, the fight against Juan Manuel Marquez in March of 2008, the fight against Marco Antonio Barrera in October of 2007, those fights went the distance. Even his fight against David Diaz actually went 9 rounds, and Diaz was outgunned from the opening bell. There are questions about whether Manny Pacquiao will have big time punching power to stop a guy with a brick chin like Ricky Hatton at 140. Ricky Hatton, I'm sure there are many who remember that Paulie Malignaggi fight where Hatton did not stop Malignaggi in the ring. Rather, Malignaggi's trainer, Buddy McGirt, actually threw in the towel in that fight, and Malignaggi was very upset because Malignaggi looked completely lucid at the end of that fight. I believe here you're going to get good odds on the prop that the fight doesn't go the distance simply because I don't believe that there is a consensus that either of these two fighters can stop the other. Let me make the case that a knockout or a stoppage, could be by referee, could be by cuts in this fight, TKO, is probably the most likely outcome. Just look at the styles of the fighters. They are very, very different. First off, Manny Pacquiao is a southpaw with blistering, blinding hand speed. Some of the fastest hands in the entire sport. Ricky Hatton has had defensive issues. If you look at the Floyd Mayweather Jr. fight, you'll see that Floyd Mayweather hits Ricky Hatton flush several times in that fight. When Ricky gets hit flush. Now, while Ricky has been showing much greater head movement and has a new trainer in Floyd Mayweather Sr., you really have to ask yourself whether or not he's going to have time to think about new techniques against a fighter who can shoot a jab from distance, has blistering hand speed, has amazing lateral movement, and could literally, if he keeps the fight in the middle of the ring, pepper Ricky Hatton like he did David Diaz. Now, that said, there is a flip side. Ricky Hatton, of course, is a natural 140 pounder. In fact, quite frankly, between fights, Ricky Hatton has been known to get as big as 170, 180. And Ricky Hatton hits hard. Don't be fooled. When Ricky Hatton took out Castillo, take a look at how Castillo decides on the canvas not to get up. He's that badly hurt. Costa Zoo, a guy who has a U.S. Marines mentality. I understand he's from Australia, but it's hard to envision Costa Zoo not coming out to finish a fight, and that's exactly what happened because Ricky Hatton hits that hard. Now, the way to beat Manny Pacquiao, we heard it in Oscar De La Hoya's corner. Nacho Beristain actually did a great job in that fight. The way to beat Manny Pacquiao, as Nacho Beristain was urging De La Hoya to do, is to get inside and it's to work Manny Pacquiao's body. Now, Ricky Hatton, that's his only chance of winning this fight because he's very average in the middle of the ring. So what Ricky Hatton does, even when he's fighting a great fighter like Floyd Mayweather Jr., is he comes in, slips a couple of punches, then pins his opponent on the ropes. Now here's the million-dollar question in this fight. When is the last time that you've seen Manny Pacquiao, when cornered on the ropes, tie up his opponent? Literally, take a step forward like Muhammad Ali used to do, like Floyd Mayweather did against Ricky Hatton. Take a step forward and literally grab his opponent and tie up his opponent. You cannot deal with a Joe Frazier pressure type fighter, which is who Ricky Hatton is, without knowing how to tie up your opponent. It's a skill that is much harder than it seems. If you cannot tie up your opponent, then you're vulnerable to the offensive onslaught. So if you recall the Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield ear-biting fight, what frustrated Mike, other than the headbutts, and Evander Holyfield does headbutt opponents, what frustrated Tyson was the fact that whenever Tyson came inside and tried to get going, Evander Holyfield was able to tie him up. Now, if Manny Pacquiao is unable to tie up Ricky Hatton, if Manny Pacquiao's only way to deal with an aggressive bull in the ring who is racing forward to pin him against the ropes, if Manny Pacquiao's only way to deal with that is to use hand speed and offense, somebody in this fight is going to get stopped because either Ricky Hatton is going to get hit by so many punches when he comes inside that he's going to get busted up, cut, and stopped, or Ricky Hatton is going to get inside and Manny Pacquiao will not be able to tie him up to keep him off of him. Okay, if you look at the Juan Urango fight, you'll see a hurt Ricky Hatton try to tie up Juan Urango and do a pretty poor job of it. Neither of these fighters, not just Manny Pacquiao, but also Ricky Hatton, knows how to be overly defensive, knows how to tie you up, hold you, keep you from coming forward. So what you have here is an Ali Frazier type match. Manny Pacquiao being Ali and Ricky Hatton being Joe Frazier, where neither fighter is able to grab and hold the other one. So my take on this fight is that you don't want to accept a minus 211 on Manny Pacquiao or a plus 191 on Ricky Hatton. My take on this fight is to maximize your chances of success. You want to be on both sides of this fight. You want to take the prop that this fight does not go the distance. Note that this is a different prop than the over-under because the over-under might be less than 12 rounds. What I'm telling you is to ignore that prop and just take the prop that this fight does not go the distance. Neither of these fighters has enough defense to take their foot off the accelerator. Somebody in this fight is going to get stopped. Let us know your thoughts. Give us 5 stars if we're right, punish us if we're not, and visit us at gamblersadvisory.com. And remember, when you bet, always use your head. Good luck.